What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all having a good day today. Thinking Game Podcast. Today's episode: Are the streets too sensitive about respect and manhood? We're gonna get into that. And before we get into that, did y'all go to the Martin Luther King parade? I'm pretty sure it's very short. You couldn't drive cars through it. It probably was really short.
It's too cold for me. Uh,
Boy,
Shout out to MLK and what he's standing for.
you
In this.
checked it out, Bill?
I had to work.
Oh, you had to work. Okay. Yeah, I was doing yard work, man, and I was trying to get some stuff done before I go back to work tomorrow too. But yeah, let us know in the comments, man. Did y'all go to the MLK parade, man?
Yeah, they still had the cars. I seen the
They
pictures.
still. I thought they said they weren't gonna stop. They were gonna stop dudes from doing it
Yeah,
with the cars and stuff.
they ain't stopping nothing. They ain't stopping nothing.
Shout out to the That's what make the parade, really, man. Nobody really making no floats and stuff like that, man. Dudes ain't messing up their trailers. Dudes out here trying to cut grass, man. They ain't
Matter of
trying to
fact,
put floats on their trailers, man. You know what
matter of
I'm
fact, I seen cars on trailers from
saying?
the pictures.
He
from,
had the car on the
from the
track.
pictures, I seen cars on trailers.
That's crazy, man. Oh
And that's
man.
how we do it, the country.
For
All
real.
right, the warm up, man. I'm gonna laugh a little bit before we start on this because it could get pretty crazy. Dun,
Yeah,
dun, 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 dun,
y'all
dun.
excuse me because I might be mute my mic every once in a while.
You good. It says man goes viral after meeting a woman online. He said that first of all, he met a woman online. It's pretty funny. But he said, I'm hot right now. Before y'all judge, read first. Met this female on Facebook dating. Cool vibes, cool convo for a week straight. We finally linked. Somebody bar and grill. Food and drinks, everything smooth. We get back to my spot. Netflix on vibes, drinks kicking it. I lean in, one kiss. One kiss. Now look at my mouth. Burning, swollen, and looking contagious. Be honest. What just happened to me? And don't just sugarcoat it either.
Oh goodness,
What y'all think, man?
that's
Bad.
some new age stuff, boy.
Boy,
God.
that's bad choices,
It's,
man.
it
That's
is.
bad
It's
choices.
something. And it was just a kiss, but
That's what he said. Kiss.
you
Yeah.
gotta know, man. You gotta know your STI, STD symptoms.
Uh,
Herpes on the popping like that when they showing you gotta, man. You gotta look before you leap.
so it's one thing to just be on your lips, but it's always it's around on your cheeks too.
He been muff diving. Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
like,
That's
he
more than
lying
kiss.
because
That's
I
in my
know,
opinion. That's
I
more than kiss.
know. Yeah, that's way more than.
it's way more than a
Well, if I
kiss.
had that sound effect,
He
looking
was
for
kissing them.
love in all the wrong
Yeah,
places.
yeah, he was kissing some different lips.
uh,
Yeah, because ain't no simple kiss. Because anything net strong, you can see it.
First of all, you met on Facebook dating, so you don't know who you're talking to. If you want to get logical about it, see that's the thing. You're not using your logic, man. Sometimes it can hurt you. Sometimes you just think it's a quick hit. You know what I'm saying? It's a quick little touchdown. You know what I'm saying? And it end up costing you more to get the touchdown than it do if you would have just. It happens, man. You mess with random people, you get random prizes. Like Super Mario when you playing Mario Kart and you get the when you hit the little box,
The three
you don't
things.
know what you go get. You know what I'm saying? You might get the star, you might get the banana, you might get the thunder. I don't know. You might get something, but you really don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but it's just a massive game nowadays because everybody's a total stranger until you get to know them.
That's
So
true.
it's
That's
hard
true.
to get to know people. Where do you meet people at church? You meet them at the Walmart, Kroger.
But
You
some
know,
people like most people. I don't know. I'm not saying all, but I'm saying there are a percentage of people who deal with people in their proximity. So you kind of got some kind of knowledge about the person. But when you deal with somebody totally random, though, yes, you definitely playing roulette. You know what I'm saying? All day, every day, you playing roulette. Um,
That's
it's just
even
but go ahead.
Mhm.
that's even out in public.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, when depending on where you live, unless you live in somewhere like a big city like New York or something, like small towns, like like Little Rock, most people they within their proximity, people they kind of knew growing up or something like that. It's rare that you find
But
somebody random that you just ain't don't know nothing about. You meet them at 33. Y'all 30 years old and totally random. You know what I'm saying?
but some people let that kind of police who they date. You thinking about somebody did in high school. You 35 years old. You talking about, well, she used to be this and that in high school or junior high. Like, what are you talking about? That's a totally different person now.
Well, I guess if you tell them that, I guess you probably say, I guess I wish I would have did a background check in high school.
Yeah, he
when
should.
your mouth, when your mouth look like that.
But no, that's him. He telling his part of the story, the part he
I know,
wants us to
right?
know.
That's the part he wants you to know. That's right. But anybody, when you older, anybody that been in the game, he probably ain't telling the whole story. And ain't nobody judging you. You put it out there. You can't put stuff out there like that, dude. You
Right.
talking about don't judge. It ain't about judging. You got to understand the process to lead up to it and be like, man, Facebook dating, is that really smart? You know what I'm saying? Anybody be on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Anybody be on there. I mean, who
We
knows?
all be on there. Like we all use it as a tool. You know,
Yeah,
he just chose wrong. It's not the Facebook dating didn't do nothing. He did.
that's true. And he's accountable, right? He accountable for that, right? Or they both. What's you think if you gave accountability to both like a percentage of 100? You think
Now
he get like
she
60, 70? You think like 60, 70%
if
accountable? He is?
if
I'm
he
talking about him.
telling the truth, if he telling the truth, she's got like 80% because she's the one who's sick.
Yeah,
She's the one who introducing this viruses to the person. So it's still like 70 to 80% on her.
mm-hmm.
Uh,
20%
and
him.
it's on him to look at the situation. It ain't 100% guaranteed you don't transmit anything. So
Yeah,
that person got to be looking, you
Mm.
know, because that person
man.
who had it been having it most of their life, so they used
Yeah,
to it.
yeah. That ain't like that ain't like allergic reaction. Maybe ate some food or something. I don't know at the bar or something. Some Mexican
Mm.
food. I don't know, man. So,
I mean, it's a possibility. I don't know,
yeah, yo,
but
man.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. It happens though. You gotta be careful out there, man. It's a cold world out there. All right, let's get into it now. We talk about the streets are sensitive. Do y'all think the streets are too sensitive about respecting manhood?
Like, what do you mean sensitive? Like,
Like when somebody actually get killed, like somebody get put in the ground over manhood, over respect.
I mean, some people willing to die for it. They ain't got a bunch of money and respect. You know, it could be talked out, but some things, when people cross that line, you don't know who you dealing with.
That's true.
Real.
That's true. So you gotta watch who you're around, man. You know what I'm saying?
And
There's
I
some
think
people.
you're looking at it too simple. You look at the one situation, like, well, if this
No, I'm asking
person
y'all. I'm just
would
asking
have
y'all in
walked
general.
away. No, if you look at in general, if you
Yeah,
look at the situation, when somebody dies, this person could have walked away and did this or that. You don't see if you walk away this time, this can create or show a pattern of behavior. That person can start punking you now, taking advantage of you. Everybody in the hood can look at you a certain way, um, not respecting your business, taking from you just because you didn't show strength. It's a lot of strategies that you can implement to avoid situations, but sometimes some people try you.
Yeah.
They gonna take something and
that's why you. That's why you gotta really
walk
think
away from
about.
your house.
Yeah, you gotta think about who you're around and where you at because sometimes, like y'all said, the people like that. But some people we've known this, you can show your strength one time and it can cost you 10 years in the feds or something in jail. You know what I'm saying? Hate that happens, but it happened.
That's
That's the that's the gamble sometimes of showing like you're gonna show me respect and then you buck up on him, and next thing you know, this dude is maimed or something. You know what I'm saying?
like
And now a lot of times the dudes who do that and they get maimed, they the ones being in court snitching on you because they provoked you.
like
Mhm.
and this one of them things that none of us like just ever had to go be incarcerated like that. But they
Right.
stand on respect. You know what I'm saying? Even if not saying killing somebody, but as a man, some things you have to stand on. I don't care what nobody say. Like if it as a man, if something happened and you had to go take your time and take your lick like a man, you gonna have to stand up and take it like a man. But
He right. Like so, you a grown man. You ain't in the street. Let's say somebody go in your backyard and break into your stores
That's
and take stuff
trespassing.
out.
Yeah, that's trespassing.
They no, they
That's
trespassing.
trespassing.
You look them right in the eye, and they continue to take your stuff.
uh,
Are you going to be a man and stand up for your property? They are on it. Or are you going to be saying it ain't that serious? I'm gonna just let them take it, and then
So somebody
next week, no,
trespassing in your
yeah,
backyard, and somebody stepping on your shoes in the club, and you put 2 rounds in them because they stepped on your shoes.
that's-
Totally different. Now,
are you going? No, are you going to put 2 rounds in somebody just for taking property off your property?
if he's
Are you prepared to kill somebody
if it's
for
justified,
stereo equipment?
if it's
No,
justified,
justified or not, are you prepared to kill
is
somebody today? It's just it is justified.
because it's not always
Are you
justified.
going?
You got to think
No,
about this. This
this
is why you got
person
to
is
learn
on
about
your
this.
property. This person is on your property.
Right.
They took up something that's $100.
Mm-hmm.
You got a choice. You can let this ride. You're within your rights to kill them,
Mm-hmm.
or you can be like, man, well,
Right.
that ain't worth killing somebody else.
Right.
God will want me to do that.
No, it's not even just God, but you're a man and you're a provider. When you got a family and when you in jail, even going through the legal system, you taking away the ability to take care of your family. And you got to ask yourself, which one more important? Putting 2 rounds in this dude or still being able to take care of my family?
That's my question for you. This person is on your property.
I'm not saying
They're
it's right or wrong.
taking.
I'm just saying this is
No,
why we talk
no.
about the game. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing saying
That's
you
the
got to
situation these people are in. Sometimes it's somebody stepping on your shoe, and you're in the club, and sometimes it's at your house,
mm-hmm.
and you gotta make. You didn't plan on making this
But
decision when you get home from work.
more times than not, for what we seen growing up, it's not at somebody's house. This is just something out and about. Somebody bumped you, or somebody said something you didn't like, or they called you out your name, and now I got to do something.
so that's what I'm saying. So say for instance you in the store with your wife and kids.
Right.
Random dude walk by. Damn, she thick and slap her ass. What you gonna say? Hey man, don't do that no more.
No, 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 no. That's when you can put hands on. I'm just saying you
That's
still
what
know
I'm
the risk.
saying. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's an instant reaction. Like it ain't
But the
thinking
thing
about.
is, you still got to understand the
Are you
risk,
too
though.
sensitive?
You said what?
Are you too sensitive?
Could be.
You can let this slide. Dude,
Could be.
smack your wife with booty. She ain't
Yeah.
gonna
Could
die.
be. This is a very extreme situation, but yeah, it could
No,
be.
it's not
Could be.
extreme. This is situations that
Yeah.
happen all the time.
And
People are crazy.
dudes get done with it too. Dudes get done with it too. Like say, I had even when I do it, I got to think about if this dude die, I probably gonna go to jail, but that's fine. I just have to live with it. But there are some dudes that don't live with it. They do it, then they complain about it later.
Yeah. Those are the ones ain't they
You got
not.
to accept how to fall. Once you roll the dice, you got to accept how they fall. That's what I'm saying.
And we gonna try to beat them charges. We gonna put
Yeah,
the lawyer in place, so we ain't
yeah,
not gonna take the charges sitting down,
yeah.
and we gonna
Because you're
argue
trying
our
your best.
case.
When you become a man and you become a provider and you have kids. This is just me. You trying your best not to even put yourself in them situations if you don't have to. You know
So,
what I'm saying?
so you're not going to the store with your wife.
Now I'm talking about not going to the store where that could happen, like going to the store in the trenches where it probably could happen. You don't think so? What are the chances it can happen that the
It
crow
can
gonna
happen
ask you or the crow gonna
any,
cancel? Crow gonna
anywhere. Anywhere.
It's anywhere, but the
answer.
chances are higher in the trenches. I
Yeah,
would say.
yeah, 100%. It's like going to some gas
But
station after
them,
8. Going to some
But
convenience stores after
but
8. The
but
chances are higher or the chances are lower. You just gotta
but
be able to,
but
calculate.
also in the trenches in the trenches, if you in a grocery store, 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody fit to try you like that when you with your family.
I'm saying the percentages are higher.
But
That's
ain't
what I'm trying
nobody
to
gonna
say.
try you like that. And if you with
That's
your
what you're
family,
saying, but it happens. We see it on
if,
the news all the time, man.
yeah, but that ain't
LRHN, you see it on LRHN all the time.
yeah,
He be in the trenches, man.
yeah,
Man, they just had Asher blocked off. I mean, I don't know why, but dudes on there talking about they had Asher blocked off. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Cause you riding
So,
up and down the street. It's
right
crazy.
up and down the street. Are
It's,
we as a society conditioned to be drawn to conflict? Or do you think it's poverty? I think it's a little bit of both. Because there's always in
uh,
movies, they got it built in the movies, always some kind of conflict that happened. Then somebody got to go, solve the conflict or something like that. So, do you think we
this
conditioned as a society?
that's real life. We've been having wars since 60 songs, since caveman days.
Right.
And when we watch it on TV, that's what a story is made of. The main characters gotta have a conflict. Us trying to weed out conflict or conflict resolution, we're not teaching our children to deal with life. Conflict is a part of life. Now, should somebody
Should
die every
resolution
time we have
should resolution be a part of life too, though?
yeah, that's what we're teaching our children.
Yeah.
Conflict is gonna happen. How to resolve it peacefully without somebody
Mhm.
dying every time they
Yeah.
don't agree with you.
Hmm. What you think, Phil?
yeah, the same thing, man. I agree. Like
Yeah, I think. Go
it-
ahead. I'll give you my opinion.
it's like people ain't you try to teach, how to before it gets to that point, but at the same time, you know, how you handle it, you gonna have to stand on it. Like you can be like, hey man, look bro, I don't want no problem, I don't want no problem. Then they sock you. So what is it's on the one thing left. Defend yourself and whatever comes with it comes with it. But
I guess the thing that I've seen growing up, um most of the time, whether it's in the trenches, whether it's projects or even where the houses at, it seemed like there's this not all neighborhoods, but it's a high percentage of neighborhoods. It's like if a new kid move on the block, they got to test them now. Or like you just said, somebody you trying to play on the playground, they keep coming up to you, and now you got to defend yourself. It just seems like there's a disconnect somewhere. It's like there are some people they just love chaos and conflict. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
There-
just
there-
black people. It's not just black people. It's more. It's in every race, but we grew up around more black people. So I'm saying like some places, it just seems like some people are more drawn to the craziest stuff instead
yeah,
of going, educate. Like
no,
Bill said, he grew up reading. Not everybody didn't grow up reading, having to read. Now, but their parents didn't make them read. You know what I'm saying? Because their parents was at work, so they were just left to their own imagination. You know what I'm
yeah. So like conflict and getting resources from somebody else has been going on since the Pilgrims and the Indians. The smallpox blankets. People are plotting against you what you get. Uh, Even as kids, as the new kid, um, the social hierarchy.
saying? So if a
Is
kid,
he gonna be cool or is he gonna be take
that's
your
what I'm saying.
place on
How
the
we
hierarchy?
It's like we can get conditioned to think that like when you grew up in the projects, like O Block, is a kid conditioning O Block to be the way that they are based on the area that they live in. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it was before that.
Right.
We
That's
didn't
what
make
it's the
this system.
conditioning. That's what I'm saying.
We
Is it a
didn't. Yes,
conditioning?
yes, yes, yes. It is a condition, but it's a part of life. Conflict is a part of everything. Is engraved
Right.
in everything we do in our careers, even. And
I'm just saying that people ignore people try to talk over to that. They ignore that. Like they don't realize like this is not just a teenager thing. This been happening before we was even around. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
It's just
it's
now they just
every
don't happen to have
teenager thing.
switches. Now they got switches on guns. But back then they had a 1911 with an 8 round clip with extended clip. That was a big thing back then. You know, in the 80s. You know,
And then back then they had muskets or
now they had
six
38.
shooters. You know,
I think 38 probably killed more people than some of the guns.
you
38
know.
or 357. 357 took a lot of dudes out back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But
Well,
you know,
yeah, if you ain't been around it and you're not conditioned uh for that type of, you know, um
even in the suburbs, they
situation.
condition for crazy stuff too. In the
No,
suburbs,
no,
they
they
condition.
condition to call 911.
No, I'm talking about, but they be conditioned on other stuff like the pills, like
No,
popping the perks and stuff like that. Doing
that's a
like
that's a choice.
every place has a vice. Every place has a vice. It just don't get talked about all the time. But
Yeah.
I think every situation has a vice. Even if you go to the Heights, I'm pretty sure it's a vice over there too. They don't
Yeah,
get covered
yeah,
as much. You know what I'm saying?
you're right about the vices and the domestic violence, but we're talking about just conflict and violence and conflict resolutions being
I
conditioned.
mean, even in the
Uh,
suburbs, like dudes be like serial killers. I mean, them sometimes they don't realize their parents condition them to be serial killers because they don't show up no love. They put them in boarding school. They just feel so
Oh,
much resentment. You know what I'm saying?
oh
I don't know. It's
man,
pretty crazy.
oh man, I can't eat a Pop Tart. I want breakfast. What?
Hey, I mean, every
that
situation different, man. I mean, we can sit there and poke
is
fun at it
not
this
that
way.
is
Every
not
situation.
conditioned.
hey,
That's
people need their Pop Tarts. They putting Pop Tarts on the Chinese buffet now.
that is not conditioned. Excuse me.
Because you think about what's the Oklahoma City bombing, man. I mean, did he grow up in the trenches? No, but he still did some crazy stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because he wants
He
to do that.
Yeah.
right. So
And,
you
and that's the
you don't think the
difference between
kids? So
us
you
and
said the
them.
kids don't want to do that? You think the people that's killing they don't want to do that?
He did.
When they slide
A
on
lot
somebody
of
with the switch, when they slide on somebody with the switch, they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
see that's different. Like
What's different?
they the reason they're doing they have a beef with a person, so they took it out on a person or a group.
But I'm saying
Do
what?
randomly
Man,
no, those
what
kind
makes
of
you act
people
out on it?
those kind of people I don't know those kind of people because it don't make sense. Those kind of people randomly want to hurt as many people as possible.
Right.
Sure.
The O block on the switch, he's got an op. He wants to hit him or his family. That's it. But those people, it don't matter who they hurt, and that's the
That's
difference.
so different. Yeah, that's true.
There's a big difference. Yeah.
So next one. How difficult is it to change the way that you were raised? If you're trying to get out of it, let's say if a kid trying to get out of their mindset, their O block mindset, how difficult is it to change?
It's very difficult. The
Yeah.
steps are easy, but accomplishing those steps or executing those steps is hard. You
Yeah.
got to get out of the situation. You got to
You
physically
got
move
you
away
do.
from people who have their
Yeah.
minds.
But the crazy
But
part is
see,
everywhere you go is somewhere similar though, unless you
no, you got to get out of those similar environments.
how
You
can
can't
you if you
go
can't
to
afford
a
it? How can
different.
you? How can you
Exact.
if you can't afford it?
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
You
That's true.
know.
I just want to bring that up.
Well, it's you can do good in school and use that as an avenue, or maybe church, get
Sure.
involved with some mentorships and get out some kind of way. But get away from everybody who's doing the similar stuff that you do or want to do. Do
Yeah,
something
'cause
different.
what
Right.
would you want
Right.
to say, Phil? Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you can change the way you was raised because you was already raised. You could just change the next generation of how they raised. That's about as clear as I can put it. You know, you already raised. You know what I'm saying? You conditioned, but some things like how you was raised, those are tools you really do need in life. Not
Yes.
everything, but you
Right.
need
Some
some.
tools, but see what I'm
Quite a
Some
few.
saying.
people they don't
Some
want to look
tools
at
you
oh
need, some you don't.
those bad habits. You need those bad habits.
Yeah, some you need, some you don't, and you have to be able to be. That the tough part is to be honest with yourself and know what you need and what you don't need. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I dealt with it myself. It takes a lot to go through change. Like it take a lot to challenge yourself and say, I'm not gonna do that thing that I'm used to doing. I'm not gonna crack that joke that I'm used to cracking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna look at it the way that I used to look at it. It is very difficult, but it can be done. But it's most of the time it's a spiritual journey. It's sometimes it seems like you're climbing Mount Everest almost. That's how difficult it seems. You know what I'm saying? Most if you live in Little Rock, just like go climb Pinnacle Mountain. If you never did it, and your first time climbing Pinnacle Mountain, and you go climb Pinnacle Mountain,
Yeah.
that's probably about how tough it is. You know what I'm saying? The change. And it can be done, but you got to be willing. It's gonna be a trying process.
It's
Sometimes you'll be like,
hard
"What
to
am I really doing?" Yeah.
and it's hard to get rid of behaviors that help you and aid you. Those are tools you're using. You
Hmm.
know, they're keeping you alive. Why would I want to get rid of this?
And without even realizing it, like, dang, boy, if I would have been like that, boy, would have been on straight goofy time.
Yep. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have made it if I
Sometimes
didn't
they say
have
when
this
you
bad
everybody
habit.
say when you know better, do better. You don't know better, but when you start to learn and know better, yeah, that's what worked for me. I started to want to do better.
No better, do better, right? Trying to do better in a bad situation is not productive.
That's what make it even more challenging. You can do it. You really define the odds. When you do it, it can be done, but it take a
Uh,
lot of work, like
okay,
individual work.
let's
A
say
lot of individual work.
I'm a good shooter. I have a gun, and another person has a gun. Do I use my shooting skills, or I just say, "Nah, this bad.
You can go to
I'm not
army.
gonna shoot back."
You can go to
No,
army.
no, no. I'm in the situation now. I'm not talking about in the army. I'm talking about today.
But how did you get in that situation though? How did you get
I'm
there
riding
though?
down the street. I'm riding down the street in my neighborhood where I live. I'm chilling with my heat driving. Earl sees me and it's on site. So I'm not going to shoot. I'm
So
not
did
going
it
to use
just
the
start?
skills I have.
Now the question is, when we talk about street stuff, did it just start with you driving down the street, or is it a series of events before that? They probably caused Earl to
Everything.
look at you like that.
See, see, everything. Life starts. It's pre-existing conditions everywhere. You can't do better on a clean slate. I'm gonna start doing better when everybody's in peace with me. You don't get to do that. You don't get to say when you're gonna change. Everything is not gonna be good. You gotta change despite of the situation.
That's why you gotta
So
be careful
Earl
with
ain't
doing
gonna
this
be
street stuff.
cool. Earl ain't gonna be cool with me. I didn't do nothing to him. He think I did something to him. That's all it takes.
Oh yeah, and you
Yeah,
cool with them? Oh yeah, they
yeah.
gotta get them.
Oh yeah. That's why you gotta be careful who you're around. You gotta be careful where you when you jump
So
off that porch.
you
When you
saying
jump
this
off the
is
porch,
all your fault?
it's not your fault, but I'm saying when you get off the porch, choices and decisions matter. It can cost you your life. Who you hang around can cost you your life.
Yeah,
What
and not shooting can cost you my life.
we just seen a dude had his mouth bumped up. Decision he made cost him, right?
Yeah.
Random, random decision. Same way in the streets. You do something random with somebody, just hanging around that person. You don't even know the dude just broke in somebody's house, and the dude he broke in the house ride by, and he see both of y'all standing by each other, and y'all just had we seen this before, and you just pretty much just said what's up to him, but he saw both of y'all there. You know what I'm saying? It happens. That's why you got to be careful who you're around, man. You just do. I mean,
Dang,
it may sound like it's messed up, but it happens, man. You know what I'm saying?
dang.
More than what we want to talk about, but it happens.
So you
There's a
don't
So
lot of
speak
you
dudes
no.
in the
saying
ground. There's a lot of dudes in the ground because they were just hanging with the wrong person.
Dang.
And a person they was angry with did it, but the person that was there got killed because he was just standing there. You know what I'm saying? Happens a lot.
Yeah, it's a different situation, but yeah.
Oh yeah. It's definitely situation by situation, for sure. So how do you develop tough skin without wanting to harm a person, man? I think kids need to hear this. Even adults, man. How do you do that?
well, the tough skin is easy if you keep taking and taking. That's all you gotta do. The hard decision is when you want to take up for yourself and stop being the doormat and stop being the victim of your circumstances. Stop being the bigger person. It's tough to be a bigger person. You know,
It is.
you don't want to do.
Sometimes you have to be the bigger person to progress everybody else. Like since Little Rock Nine, right? Then they have to overcome. They went through a lot,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And they
So
still had good grades.
soon as you don't want to be the bigger person and you don't want to have tough skin, you can choose to lash out. All you have to do is take the abuse and take the mistreatment and do what you have to do. That's all you have to do to have tough skin and choose not to harm people.
Yeah,
Right.
and most
But
most
everybody got a breaking point. Go ahead.
yeah, because most people with tough skin, that's how you was raised. It started early. Like you have to have tough skin coming up. You know,
You gotta have
like
it now. You go in the corporate world, man. You gotta
yeah,
have tough skin, bro. For
but
real.
that's what
You
I'm
understand?
saying. If you didn't have it, growing up, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. Them be the ones that get mad and want to
Yeah.
harm
Crash out.
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Them the ones that want to put a bomb and well over here in the U.S. anyway, but they
Stupid, bro.
want to kill everybody. Ain't nobody did nothing, and
Man.
they mad because the dude at McDonald's then cussed them out. Now
Yeah.
you take it out on everybody, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, tough skin is about how much abuse you can take,
Yeah.
and without an eye for an eye or getting even or getting back at someone.
100%.
Uh,
Yeah.
but do you want to be known for the person that took the most abuse, took the most mistreatment? Oh, it's good on Mike. He'll do it.
I mean, when you think about it, sometimes you got to take it for the team. Like Ernest Green, man, he get much respect. I know they don't document everything he said he took going to Central. They don't document everything. They just what they showed on video. But I know it was crazy though. The National Guard didn't go to class with him. You know what I'm saying? They didn't walk him around the whole school. They just walked you in the school. You know what I'm saying? Is that a fresh statement?
Yeah, but
Yep,
he had to have tough skin before he even got there.
Right, and
yep.
that's what we're saying. That's why we're trying to just to introduce the concept to people that you gotta have tough skin, man, in this world, man, because it ain't gonna ever go your way all the time, man. People not gonna
But
like you all the time.
are we supposed to be raising people that just take abuse
Right.
and just take it? Well, you mess with this much. You don't care. He got tough skin. He can deal with it.
I mean, they got a
He
place.
he teaching he
It's a
teaching his
place where
kids
it's a
to lay
lot of
down.
it's a place where it's a lot of people that don't got tough skin. It's a place. And I think it's
Yeah,
called the
so
common room.
yeah, and you just lay down. Just because you don't want to go to comments, you lay down and you take whatever somebody gives you.
Okay, that's how you want to
I'm
look
just
at it.
asking. No,
That's it.
it was
It is
just a
how you want to look.
question.
It's all about perspective. Like you get caught up in the perception game of how things look. You probably won't have tough skin if you get caught in the perception game. I don't want to be looked at as this or that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just my opinion. When you become a man and you taking care of your family, man, a lot of stuff, man, that street stuff go out the window, man.
And,
Because you trying
and
to take care of your kids. Like we talking about broken homes. You talking about man, dudes not being able to take care of their kids. And it's enough interviews out there. It's a lot of dudes who get caught up in it and they tell you, man, these streets ain't it, man. Man, go back in the house, take care of your family, man. You know what I'm saying? 15 years of jail ain't worth it, man. You know what I'm saying? Not being at your kid's birthday, not being able to see your kids walk and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know,
You
but
know, it
you
just
see so much in it.
comes down to is the time and place for everything. Is a time and place to stand up for yourself, and you
Right,
teach your kids that and stuff like that.
right. Because
You
I
you
think
don't
the
have
difference
to
between the
deal with.
streets and the legal system, two different things, too. That's what I'm trying to people understand. Once you understand it, you want to take that Pepsi challenge, go ahead and take it. But just understand it comes with a lot after that, you know what I'm saying?
that's
Unfortunately. But,
and that's why I say I'm always on the fence with stuff like people that's that okay, I'm gonna just use the system for my benefit and think they can just play with people like that.
yeah, I feel you.
Like everybody ain't gonna be playing like that.
Yeah,
And even though a person have tough skin, it's certain stuff people ain't gonna play about.
Yeah,
yeah.
somebody's gonna say this the last time this person's taking from you or doing this or that.
So how do you not allow people to weaponize respect against you, like provoke you with that? How do you not allow that?
It's the
Because
manipulation tactic.
there are people out there that try to use that against you, try to provoke you into doing something. You know what I'm saying?
It's a manipulation tactic.
Yeah,
Yours
that's
has got to be better than theirs. They're going to try to bait you out. Your defense against that got to be just as good as their lure.
they do this a lot in the
You
corporate
got
world. You understand? They do this a lot in the corporate world. They'll try to use that against you. They try to get you to do something to get you fired or get you to crash out so you can be in the HR office, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to use that against you. You gotta be smart.
And when you crash out, them the ones that really gonna crash out. Like, dang,
Hmm.
I ain't expect that from him. Well, y'all put him, y'all
Yeah.
push the
You're
yup.
person
sitting there
to that
playing
point.
games. You wanna play you wanna play the scratch and sniff tickets, you
Right.
scratch. I hope it was worth it,
And
man.
sometimes they win, but they lose. Like let's say
Right.
they get
Yep.
you to get off your square, but they're dead.
Yeah.
They kept picking with
100%.
Mike, and Mike clocked in with a 9-11, and now you dead, but you won. You got it to go off.
Right.
Was it worth
100%.
it? And a lot of people don't see that. I didn't think he was gonna kill me, man. I didn't think he was gonna shoot me.
Yeah.
You can't never tell what somebody's gonna do or how they're gonna react. But
Yeah,
like I say,
exactly. You can't.
sleep
Yep.
with somebody's wife. Like Joe might take it like a player, but Jesse, this my wife, man. That's my wife, man. You can't do
And,
that.
and
Uh,
the crazy part, Jesse
Joe,
might be doing it too. The crazy part, Jesse might be doing it too.
yeah.
And that happens a lot too. It's like, why did Jesse do that? He doing it on the other side of town too.
Mm.
But
I ain't
but
gonna
that's
put
business though.
nobody in no situation, because
Yeah.
hey man, he might really love his wife, so I can't do it.
Man, I remember we was working at the hospital, bro. Dudes get mad. Dudes get mad about their side chick. He can't.
Boy, Superman.
That ain't even your wife.
Mhm.
She got a husband and you got a wife. You more mad about her, man. I don't think you should be talking to her like what.
Oh man, that was
Hey,
funny. Yeah, that's funny. You
you
shouldn't
know,
be doing that,
so
bro.
hey, some
But I
some
ain't gonna
dogs
risk
do
my
it.
life trying to
Nah.
talk to a woman. Dude said don't talk to her. Guess what? I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't talk to him. Because he might spaz out.
Yeah.
Boy, for real.
Mm.
So another one, people will try to weaponize. They'll try to weaponize your principles to trigger you. That happens a lot in the corporate world too. They know you don't do certain stuff, and they'll try to trigger you, man, off what you don't do. They know you don't get caught up in the whole gossip game. You don't get caught up in the whole trying to, step on each other's toes. But they try to weaponize that against you. Try to make it seem like now you're not a productive worker because you're not glazing the boss like everybody else because that ain't your principle. You know what I'm saying? Or they bring out everything else but the greatness that you do. They don't bring out, the other stuff that you don't do. Because a lot of times in most jobs, the people that be glazing, them the ones seem like they always the ones that move up, but they don't have no skill. They always get outed too. You know what I'm saying? And they don't
Because
realize that.
they're glorifying their skill set.
Yeah,
This is
for
my
sure.
skill set, so I'm gonna make it seem like my skill set is the one that's most needed,
Mhm.
and downplay yours, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even in even in the dating game, there's women out there. They will try to weaponize your principles against you, man. If you mess with the wrong women, they real good at it, man. Just why you gotta be careful who you talking to. You gonna be like, dude, man. Be like, dude, man, with the allergic reaction or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It happens, man.
Yeah, but I think most of us is old enough to like we can you can pretty much pick out a person that hey I see where this is going. I can see that. I
I
saw
don't
that
know,
from a
man.
mile away.
I don't know, man. I seen Deontay Wilder, man. He said, man, he gave that girl everything. He said as soon as he started losing, man, she divorced him, man. He said he
Mm.
would have never thought that, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he thought it. He just thought he thought it. He just
That ain't
wasn't
He
even
thought
thinking.
funny,
he
man.
could,
That ain't funny, man. Boy.
he thought he could change her mind,
Yeah.
if he loves her enough. that would fix it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nah, I think, man, you meet somebody that late in the game, man. You gotta be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he met her after he started boxing. He got famous and stuff. I don't think he met her before. Um,
Yeah, he probably did meet her before, but he wouldn't. He probably seen her in the spots and stuff, but never just.
but but people gotta realize you exposed her to different things. You took her now she's around men like you because you got her into those rooms.
Yep.
And as soon as things didn't work out, she found one of those men who get
yeah.
in the same room without punching somebody in the head.
But
Mm-hmm.
just know, people will weaponize your principles against you. They will try you on, and see if you'll stand on it or try to use that to trigger you. You know what I'm saying? They know you don't get down. You gonna stand on this, and because you will stand on that, they will really press you on what you stand on to see how far you'll go. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It happens. Corporate world, dealing with people, men, women, all that. People will see if you really stand on that. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I tell a person straight up, don't test me like that. Don't play with
But I'm
me. Don't
saying you
even.
don't. People still will do it. Though. That's the crazy
I'm,
part. Like,
I'm gonna just say it.
It ain't worth it.
You gotta let them
yeah,
know straight up. Hey, I know where this is going.
yeah.
Play with somebody else like that. I'm too grown.
Boy said he like what was that? What was that? The game Operation where you try to
No,
get it out without touching the metal. and
no. Hey, leave me alone. Don't. I
boy,
already know.
boy,
'Cause I've
yeah. Feel like
changed.
Michael Jackson, man. This song, leave
I've
me alone. I
changed.
should get this song.
Mm-mm.
Leave me alone. Nah,
Just leave me alone. I don't want no
leave me
problem with
alone. I
nobody.
don't want
Leave me
no
alone.
problem. I'm saying with it. I don't want no problem, man.
Cause I don't want to send
Progress,
nobody. I don't want to send
especially
nobody
on
to
Martin Luther
jail.
King Day.
Mm.
Yeah. I wish they would have stopped the AI, man. They had Martin Luther King, boy. They had him popping on AI, man. I think they had to stop it for people from
Uh-uh.
doing.
It only became a problem, like a real problem, when they started doing the videos. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
they've been doing that. They've been doing
Oh
that
yeah, in
past
Atlanta,
six,
man, they be
7
having them.
years.
Yeah.
They be having them flyers of Martin
On
Luther
the
King with a do
flyers, you
rag
know what
on
I'm
and
saying?
gold teeth, do rag on and
Slugged
gold teeth.
up. They were doing that before COVID, so
Yep.
it
That's
just
messed up, man. Got them slugged out with the do rag on. Talking about come to the party.
yeah, tripping.
Oh man, I have a dream. You gonna be at this party at 10:16.
But
Ashford Avenue. Oh man, that's funny.
but to stay on topic, man. Hey, don't be trying to raise base somebody with their triggers, man.
Oh man, don't do that. Yeah, that's not smart. Definitely don't
Because
do that.
you don't pick the consequences. You pick
You
Man,
your
don't.
actions,
We talk about
but
that
you
all the
don't
time.
pick
You
your
don't.
consequences.
Right, exactly. You don't. Yeah.
So you can bait them, you can bait them. Oh, Mike ain't gonna do nothing. He gonna do this and he gonna do that. You did all that predicting what he was gonna do.
mm,
You
We
can't
shit, you see
predict.
stuff on social media. You see the woman doing all this to the dude head, and then it go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Like, or you see the dude walk up on him with a pistol, man. And dude take the pistol from the dude and shoot him with it. And you can't walk up to somebody with a pistol and just think they just gonna always just be they just gonna stick their hands up. There's some dudes out there that's really about that. They waiting on you to do it, and they gonna show you better than they can tell you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And
It
you don't
happens.
ever know what nobody get, no matter what they're wearing. So
For
Yeah.
real, for
Like them
real,
dudes in Brazil, you watch them shows, them dudes ride around on a dirt bike and the dude on the back,
man.
and they'll just roll up on you. But some dudes
Snap.
be having them, they be waiting on it. Oh, you run over with the dirt bike, pop,
Mm,
before you even get off of it. He's shooting at the dirt bike, you know.
yeah.
There's people
and
out here
that's the
crazy.
thing, like we said about that. He just rode up in his dirt bike, he gonna hit a lick just like normal. We do this
Mhm.
5 times a day. You got the right one now.
Yeah, like I said, like dude on Woodrow. Unfortunately, dude on Woodrow, he knew better than that, man. He
Mhm.
just, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
boy,
mm, mm.
and it happened so fast, man. You couldn't
Quick.
even, ain't no do over, man. It's over with. So the hypocritical side of the streets.
Mm,
It's not even. It's not equal. It's not fair. It's
yeah,
hypocritical, man.
yeah. It have its
You know, some
moment.
dudes they demand respect, but they disrespect everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And
And so,
like I
it is
say,
some people they don't want to bother nobody. Go ahead. What about to say, Bill?
no. Don't finish saying what you're saying.
No, I was just saying some people that don't bother nobody, but the hypocritical side of the streets, people still will break into their stuff, and they don't bother nobody. They just trying to live like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But then people say why they moved though. You know what I'm saying? Why Joe moved? Because Joe tired of trying to get him a nice car and then come outside and his window broke out. You know what I'm saying? You just want a nice car, man. You know what I'm saying?
See,
But then get mad when he moved though. You know what I'm saying?
that happens when you let too much slide. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
that? But when
Hmm.
you
Let too
60
much
something years
slide.
old, most time Joe, you 60 something years old, man. What you gonna
Joe,
come outside with
pull out that little
M1
rusty,
grand? He gonna
pull
come
out that
outside with the
little,
M1 grand?
pull out that old hear ye.
and,
No,
and and then and
quarantine
then
session
and,
right here
and
on the
then
street.
what make the streets hypocritical about that is when he do that, and then the streets like, man, you killed Ricky, man. Ricky was cool. You know what I'm saying?
No,
That
You
happened too.
shot,
no,
you shot my baby. You shot my baby.
Yeah, it
no,
happened. I'm telling you, it happened, man. You know
no.
it, man.
Your baby shouldn't have been in the man's house.
That's
Exactly.
that, and that's what the streets gonna say. You shouldn't have been in. He shouldn't have been messing with that old man
Right.
stuff.
But the streets
He didn't
hypocritical.
blew in the smithereens, man.
Smithereens.
So that's it. Do people pick their targets who they disrespect
Yeah, of
in the
course they
streets? Do they
do.
pick their targets?
But
It's
it
very strategic.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna end up bad for you if you pick the one that you think soft like that.
Right.
Hmm.
I'm saying it's hypocritical to do that though. Just stay with the street stuff. Like
No, hypocritical.
sometimes the
No,
street
that's street code.
don't
Like
mean it's not
Prayer of the
hypocritical.
week.
to understand the streets is very difficult at times because it's some people
Because it's
got
not clear. I'm telling you, it's not clear.
it
There are
is,
no
but
two people. There are
it
no two people who go by the same rules. If you line them up and
it
say,
is I'm telling
"Nah,
you, like it is.
it's
But
selective,"
to understand that what I'm saying, to understand it, you have to know like
it's
certain
selective.
stuff people ain't gonna
To
go for.
understand it is you got to survive and you got to get home by all means
Yeah.
necessary.
Uh,
That's the number one rule.
it's the
Whether
number one, it's the number one rule, but it's also it's three, it's like you have 1A, 1B, 1C, and it's all up under the same one. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And then you go to two, then you got two A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's different. It's like different stuff. Like ain't nobody respecting you for trying to, and you didn't shut up somebody's house, and then you
right.
hurt hurt two innocent people,
But
and
the
then the person.
hypocritical side, it do be dudes who
Ain't
do that,
nobody
but the
talking
streets
about
don't do nothing
free
to them.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, ain't
Yeah,
nobody
Different.
saying that. It's like boy,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody respecting it.
yeah. Because I think Vlad asked um he asked Mano about the YFN situation. They were saying that I guess Young Thug shot at his mom, but they was cool in the club now, something like that. And he was like, Mano was like, I don't know if I could ever be cool with somebody, shot at my mom. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah,
know if that could ever be ironed out. That's gonna take
yeah.
a lot of ironing. You know what I'm saying? But
You know what I'm saying? But also it's
Depends on what part of, on where you are in the totem pole. There's a boss. And you a worker. If you won't work, you gotta be
YFN the boss
cool.
too. I think YFN was the boss of this clique too, wasn't
But you don't have to be cool with it. He chose to be cool with it.
he? Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Vlad was saying sometimes you just gotta squash it, man. And it'll be difficult, but he's like, man, in order for things to get back cool in the streets, man, things gotta be squashed, or more people gonna die.
and that's one of the things. Like if
It's just tough.
Mano would have kept real, I would say, you know what, they ain't got nothing. But he, Mano gonna keep it real anyway. But
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
it's
100%.
also like, you know what, I'm not speaking on none of this stuff because I know what I would have done. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Atlanta. That's Atlanta business. That's Atlanta politics. But
All right. Next one is there a group of people that surround themselves with people who will not challenge them, who will not call them out on their stuff? I think I see this a lot. Um, Not just our community, but all communities, like especially like older dudes, like this get older and they get married. They use fear so much nobody won't call them out on their stuff because they don't want to deal with what come with behind it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
yeah, women do that a lot.
Mm,
Women form their circles on uh women who real cool with me know they're cool with me because they're always on my side, right or
Mm,
wrong. And
yeah.
that's what they see as loyalty,
Mm,
But this not loyalty. This fake. This having a bunch of yes women or
Yeah.
men around you.
boy,
They
that's that Jim
confuse
Jones.
that with loyalty all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I, like that. Just growing up, I didn't see that. Like, no, you're gonna get called out on your bullshit. Now, whether you want to do it or not, or change or whatever, that's on you. But
I've seen it before. A lot of older cats, they're the matriarch, but nobody calls them out. But at the same time, too, a lot of dudes that be like this, they don't really be around a lot of people. They
mm-hmm.
usually be to themselves a lot. Nobody really goes to see them. They don't get invited. These type of people don't get invited to the family cookouts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But there are people out there like that. You know what I'm saying? They
It's
don't.
definitely that's why I say it's
But they
definitely
don't want
people.
to go because they
Yeah,
want to be right in their world.
Yeah,
And if you don't agree, they don't want to be around you.
and
They
unfortunately,
create their own environment. So
yeah,
stay over there with that
and un-
crazy.
unfortunately, some of these people have kids, and this stuff is passed down to their kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's passed down. Some people are conditioned in that kind of environment, and it just passed down to their kids. You know what I'm saying? From grandpa all the way down to the youngest son. You know what I'm saying? So, but they are out there though. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
yeah, yeah.
And you can't grow. You can't grow if can't nobody get you to look at something different outside of what you know. You're not gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of
Yeah,
how I go.
people get called out
But
all the time. That don't mean they gonna change. Like they still
That's
gonna be.
true.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
They
that's
get
true
called
too.
out all the
Well,
time.
Yeah.
why will you grow when you done made your own kingdom of ignorance? You done made a kingdom. You got a queen that agree with you. You got subject
Boy.
children who agree with you.
Yeah.
Why would you want to grow?
That's true.
It's
That's a good
comfortable.
perspective.
It's the
Yeah.
way you want it, the way you build it. If I built a house, why would I leave the house? The house get everything I want in it. And that's what
That's
they
true.
have. And
Great
if you don't
perspective.
agree, you can get out.
That is a great perspective. Great perspective. You can say that happened with Diddy, right? Nobody called him out. They just kind of went along with it.
Now
Everything.
Yep.
they called him out. They just got xed out.
Nah, they
Yeah,
called him out after the
everybody.
money.
No,
After the money
everybody
talk.
called them out. No, everybody called them out. They lost the business. He didn't deal with them. He got them blacklisted. He stole from them. He robbed them. He raped them. Everybody who spoke out against Diddy had a bad consequence. Even now, Diddy's doing 5 years for all the stuff he did.
Well,
He'll be
unofficially, yeah.
out in a minute. He'll be out in a minute.
Yeah.
We ain't even gonna remember this.
They
How
gonna
you think people gonna deal with him when he get out though? How you think people gonna deal with him when he get out
well,
though? That's the thing.
it's
They
It's
gonna
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 be
be.
be.
fake with him a little bit, but
Yeah.
he gonna be back at it
What
before
you
you
think
know
about?
it.
Do you think Dame go through this?
No, I think
You don't
Dame
think
is.
Dame gonna go through this?
No, Dame's situation is a little bit different.
I think he the
Okay.
one that called the people out. I think he the one.
Yeah, like when you
Yeah.
call out the ones that's really pushing
Boy,
pushing
on that
the
bogus
issue,
time. Yeah.
but nothing to me when Dane talks, he's speaking it from like, hey, don't let nobody, you be your own boss, be your own thing,
Yeah.
push your own stuff, and when you get to talking like that to people that, hey, I got uh $60 billion. They don't want to hear that. When they didn't
Yeah.
made, they the and you got young people. You the reason why they didn't made about 600 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't
I
want to
think,
hear
man, he definitely be saying some good stuff. I think he just made some bad financial decisions. I'm not saying he broke. I don't think he broke. I just think he made some bad after he left Rockefeller. He kind of made some stuff that just didn't hit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes as a hustler, some stuff you do hit, some stuff don't hit. You know what I'm saying?
it
And
was
I
just
think he had a couple of things that just didn't hit. But
it was
he
just
definitely be
money.
kicking
No,
some
no,
game.
no. He's gonna always. People gonna always see him as broke because they're comparing him to Jay-Z.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think he broke. I don't think he broke though at all.
No, if you compare him to Jay-Z, well, he's not doing as good as Jay-Z, so he failed. And he a
Well, that's the
failure.
thing. A lot of the stuff he do don't get publicized. A lot of Jay-Z stuff get publicized too.
Yeah, like
Because a lot of
Yeah,
the
and
dudes who really rich, they don't really talk about how rich they are. They try to hide because they don't want nobody to know how rich they are. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to send money to the Bahamas and stuff. You know, the Bahamas account. You know, stuff like that.
that's
Offshore. They want to try to offshore their money. You know what I'm saying?
and that's why you got people like that, and that's why like they go in ghost mode.
Yeah, 100%.
you know, like Ron Simmons, Red Ron lost all his money. Russell Simmons, they ain't rich no more. Why?
They rich, they just not over here.
Nah, what's the name went over to Bali. He didn't want to he gotta go to court like Diddy. He said, forget that, man. Y'all not fit to
You know
Diddy
what I'm
me,
saying?
man. He said,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
going over to Bali, man. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know, he
Forget my
done
name.
you know what I'm saying? Like they've been doing this for like 30, 40 years, 30 years.
Dude was a big Russell was a billionaire back then. That's what's crazy. He was a billionaire. We was in high school. He was a billionaire.
Kids.
What's
Well,
crazy?
no, you're right. And when we was
when he
kids, it
married
was
well, when he
big.
married that girl, that Asian wasn't off for another name. He
Yeah.
married her. That's when it just started going downhill from there.
And she a billionaire.
She a millionaire. She a
I
Yeah,
don't know
she
if
a
she
millionaire.
a
millionaire.
billion. I don't know if she a billionaire, but she definitely a millionaire. But she got the African dude saying she broke him, man.
Broke his spirit.
Amistad. She broke Amistad, man.
Broke his spirit. Thought he could
She ain't
change
gonna
it.
marry you. Yeah,
He thought
you ain't get married
Thought
to
he could
nobody,
change
huh?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have
it.
any money, man.
He thought he could change her, but
It,
he should have just let her be what she is, man. Some of you gotta let them be what they
let him
are.
be a bust down. Yeah, she married. I think she married somebody after him, like a banker or something. She broke him too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like, dang.
Yeah. Trick or treat. I had some of these women that trick or treat you out your money, man.
With no regrets.
But all right, guys, we just wanted to come chop and ask you that: is the streets are they too sensitive about respecting manhood? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. I think we had like 300 some subscribers, something like that. So
Hey man, we
Woo-wee.
gotta get them
Let's
up
get
now. Come on.
bro.
yeah,
I
man, hit the like
appreciate
button, hit
y'all.
the
Love
subscribe
y'all.
button, man.
Yeah, we gotta
Anything
get
y'all want
them.
to say before we get up out of here?
Not much, man. Keep grinding. Keep the
Man,
eyes
keep
on the
crying.
prize.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. But
All right, guys, we will catch you on the next
That boy
one.
is good. Good and terrible.